Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be making a ground bloom. This is pretty much nep tube that I cut in half, and I'm going to use this tube because it's a little bit stronger, but I'm also using ungrinded clay because it seems to be a little bit more like, I guess it grips onto the wall more than just like a smooth powder. Anyways, I just pretty much formed the clay plug. I normally make a bigger clay plug on these because I don't want it to blow out and blow up especially. Anyways, this is part of the tooling that I use for my stingers. The nice thing about this is that I make two lines, and if you look at the little hole in here, it's gonna be hard to see it, but I can see the line pass in there, the little black lines, and that tells me exactly where I need to drill 1/8 inch hole, and that pretty much is the vent hole that I use for my fuse and also for the tangential hole. I don't know why I can never pronounce it. And that'll hold it. Once it goes in, it won't move. And then you should feel a little bit of resistance, then it's going to get soft. Back it out. Take the tool off. And as you can see, you have a nice hole that is not directly into the tube, but along the side. And this will cause it to spin and produces that humming sound, which I know they sell humming tools and stuff, but it's much easier for me to use the 1/2 inch tool for my rockets because it's cheaper, and plus I don't make a whole bunch of ground blooms from scratch. But this one is going to be straight up black powder. I normally would put red or green flash in it to give it a nice color and a real quick spin, but this one will work just fine with black powder. This tool, it's just a drill guide that Woody's sells along with their stinger kits. I actually 3D printed a drill guide that I use for my 1/2 inch tubes, which is just a piece of plastic, but it works just fine as well. Anything really, black powder is easy to light. I do have a lot of flying fish fuse. I do like using this one because it is a lot like thinner, but it gives a nice spark effect before it actually ignites. It's a lot smaller though, so if you notice when you put the fuse in here, it moves around. The other visco fuse that I use fits perfectly in there, so this one's a smaller diameter. But anyways, I pretty much just do that, drop in a little black powder, and then lock it in, and then the rest pretty much you just keep pressing it in. The only thing I don't know how it's going to work is if I put that in there, I'm not going to be able to use the support, and I really don't want to crush this tube. So what I'm going to try to do is not use so much pressure. Around 1,000 psi. Earlier it was at 1,500, so I don't want to crush the tube. Let's see, hopefully it doesn't crush this tube. As you can see, when I pressed it, the fuse moved up, so it pretty much just locked it in. Now, you know, you can press the rest of your increments. And okay, here's the finished product. It's pretty much plugged. Sorry for the sound of my car out there, it's warming up, but I use that just in case this thing blows up. I didn't put a lot of black powder in here, so I'm not worried about it sounding too loud. Plus I have some headphones on, so I'm just going to test it out, see what it sounds like. Hopefully you guys can hear it. We'll see if it works. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. So you can see it spins really, really fast, and that was just a little tiny bit of black powder. So all in all, it worked out. Anyways, thanks for watching. That was just a quick test of my ground blue.